Upon seeing her husband return,
Heinz smiled with satisfaction.
during dinner she continually reminisced
About this week passed together.
but the uncle couldn't let Heinz keep dreaming. He stated that he and Saxon now only share memories.
I must return to my own family now and take care of myself.
Then the uncle went to Mylan's home. Mylan was very happy and kept serving food into the uncle's bowl, but the uncle didn't seem that happy inside. And all of this was observed by the elderly father, because this meal was not enjoyable. That night, the couple lay in the same bed. Seeing her husband being so indifferent, Mylan clearly realized there was still a big gap between them. While on the other side, Heinz was lovesick for her husband, clearly fulfilling rainy. Seeing this, the son hurriedly called his dad. After hearing this, the uncle ignored Mylan's concerns. He insisted on going to take care of Heinz. Mylan rushed into the rain, pleading with the uncle not to go, but in the end, the uncle still let go of Mylan's hand. At that moment, he had already fallen in love with Heinz, and Mylan finally understood everything. She decided to let Saxon return to the family that truly belonged to him.
It's okay now.
You're not ruining my Saxon. The Saxon who once loved me. Maybe he's completely gone.
In the end, the uncle was with Heinz. At this time, he was neither the bad executive Saxon nor the greasy uncle who runs a restaurant. Instead, he was a completely new Saxon informed by their worst memories. And in this family,
He played the role of a perfect father.
just when everyone thought this might be the best ending, an unexpected twist occurred. That day, the uncle and Mylan arrived at a supermarket together. They unexpectedly ran into each other. As Mylan was about to go home, the uncle insisted on doing her right. After going out, he asked Mylan to wait while he got the car from the garage. Unexpectedly, the car was stuck in the middle and couldn't move. At that moment, a passerby accidentally bumped into Mylan. Fruits were scattered all over the ground. Mylan could have been down to give him up. Unexpectedly, a car suddenly crashed the door. By the time the uncle arrived,
He found Mylan lying in a pool of blood.
through desperate rescue with custom, Mylan was ultimately declared dead. At that moment, the messenger from the underworld felt a sudden pang of pain, so he came to the hospital to find the uncle. The messenger then revealed everything that had happened. The uncle also made an important decision. After replying home, the uncle began to
Record important information in his notebook.
Then he came to the room to see Heinz. His eyes filled with warmth and reluctance. Then the uncle embraced Heinz tightly and gave her a passionate kiss. This moment, the messenger also began to cast a spell, and time slowly began to reverse. Everything returned to the starting point of the original mistake. The director was still the stern and indifferent Saxon, and Heinz was planning to divorce her husband. The uncle was also skillfully cooking Chinese food at the restaurant. Everything seemed to return to its initial origin, but things were far from being that simple. That night, when Saxon went to sleep, he suddenly recalled some scenes from before time reversed in his dreams. Awakened by the dream, he went to his study and opened the notebook he had left behind, discovering it recorded events from April, but the current date was March 15. The next morning, when Saxon left the house, a sense of foreboding suddenly filled his heart. So he prepared to go to work and pick up his car. Saxon's mind once again flashed back to the memory of the car accident, so he chose not to drive to work. At that moment, the uncle also arrived at midnight to apply for a loan. When the bank staff discovered that the uncle already had a loan, however, the uncle fully believed it was untrue. At this time, President Saxon also arrived upstairs. Upon investigation, they found that the staff were processed. The loan had already left the job. Saxon suspected there was something fishy going on, so he instructed the uncle to go home and wait for results.
Returning to the office.
Saxon suddenly recalled everything from the brake failure that caused the accident to the uncle's revival after his death.
Saxon was surprised that after the time reversal,
He still retained all memories of both himself and the uncle. However, just as the uncle returned home, ran about the loan with Mylan. Mylan suddenly received a call from President Saxon. He asked the uncle to come find him at the bank. When the two Saxons were saying they met, they both felt an inexplicable familiarity with each other. Saxon assured the uncle that he would help him sort out the loan matters and assist the uncle in securing an interest-free loan. I can't believe I share a name with you, President.
What a wonderful coincidence! Not long after.
he not only marveled at the wonders of fate,
but also for gravity and almost happy feeling. Saxon felt a warmth in his heart, though he had always been indifferent. And he who has always been indifferent began to care about his children. The change in his attitude left his family confused. He even took the initiative to wash dishes after dinner.
Are you trying to get me to play? What do you want after this long roundabout?
Saxon suggested taking Heinz for a walk. Under Saxon's heartfelt confession, Heinz's previously shattered heart began to heal, but she had no idea what this man had been through. The next day, Saxon arrived at Uncle's house. He happened to run into Mylan taking out the trash. Mylan recognized him as President Saxon, so she thanked him for helping with the interest-free loan. Then she gave him a gift.
Thank you so much. You're a benefactor to our family.
The moment, Saxon suddenly received a call from Heinz.
I'm planning to book 2 train tickets. Let's go to Changchun for a few days.
How about 2 days and 3 nights?
What's the wonder that we need to stay so long?
Because when I took you last time, You said you haven't been to Nami Island. So let's go this time.
Did I ever say something like this to you?
Saxon didn't respond and just hung up. Then changed the note for Hyan's number to wife.